What's going on, guys? My name is Tommy. Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another episode of the Forgotten Races Review. Today, at the request of Afro Samurai 3847, we'll be talking about the Nagaji, which appears pretty much everywhere the Kitsune does. We're talking all the way back from Inner Sea Races, all through the Dragon Empire stuff, the Advanced Race Guide, with its most recent publication being Pathfinder's Blood of the Beast. Before we get to that, though, we do have to announce that today, Black Dragon Gaming officially has its third patron. So today's episode of the Forgotten Races Review was brought to you in part by Mr. Joshua King. Thank you for your time and support. It means a lot for those of us who don't know, which are probably most of the people watching. If I've ever talked about Zoella, Persephone, Flapjack, Thorngate, Kavaya, either of the rat folk children, there have been a lot of characters, essentially, that Josh has played, because Josh used to be a part of my in-person Pathfinder group, and in addition, he was the house we played at. He was the guy who got that sweet bit of art from Ollie Art when I was broke for a year, and though we don't Pathfind together right now, the support is still greatly appreciated. Again, thank you so much, man. Of course, to everybody else out there, if you'd like to see Black Dragon Gaming do more stuff, if you'd like to see me expand from Pathfinder to 5th edition to Shadowrun, or even stuff like Magic the Gathering, or going so far as to put out our own third-party content, the number one way to do that is by supporting this channel on Patreon. If you'd like to help us out, and of course, reap the rewards from doing so, the link is in the description. So speaking of sweet art that I got somebody once, you guys have till Thursday at midnight to get your submissions in for our Ollie Art character drawing giveaway. For you, whether or not that's a Roll20 token, whether or not that's something to staple onto the back of the character sheet, or maybe just a file to have hanging out on your computer, it's a custom bit of art for a character that's near and dear to your heart. If you guys might be interested in that, you can click right here to go to the giveaway video. Before we can talk about the Nagaji, though, it's important that we talk about their progenitor race, the Naga. As far as D&D goes, the Guardian Naga, Spirit Naga, and Water Naga first appeared in the official newsletter of TSR Games, the Strategic Review number 3, August 1975. They've been with us all the way through Dungeons & Dragons up to present-day 5th edition, and they exist in Pathfinder as well. We see the Naga all over the place in fantasy, being a monster race in Warcraft, being a tribe in Magic the Gathering, who I still wish was snakes, for the purposes of building tribal decks. Even, that shiny mouse with the 3 snakes that form the, triangle thing. Yeah, Nagas have been with us for a long time. On planet Earth, the Naga is a deity or class of deity-like thing, usually taking the form of a great snake, found in the Indian religions of Hinduism, Buddhism, and Jainism. At least some of the Nagas are capable of using magic powers to transform themselves into a human semblance, and in Buddhist paintings, the Naga is sometimes portrayed as a human being with a snake or dragon extending over its head. In Malaysian traditions, the Lake Chini, located in Pahang, is home to a Naga called Sri Gumum. Depending on your legend, her predecessor, Sri Pahang, or her son, left that lake and fought a Naga called Sri Cambodia, Cambodia being the former name of what is now Cambodia. Speaking of Cambodia, the 7-headed snake statues depicted at places such as Angkor Wat are representative of the 7 races within Naga society, which has a symbolic association with the 7 colors of the rainbow. In Pathfinder, the Nagas, or in a derogatory sense, the worm folk, are a family of strange creatures found throughout Galarion. No matter what Naga we're talking about, they share the same physical shape, generally speaking, a long serpentine body with a humanoid head. Naga are at least of average human intelligence and can run the alignment gamut from chaotic evil to lawful good and all the way back again. Although found throughout Galarion, they are most concentrated in the Tian nation, Nagajor, which the Naga themselves believe to be their ancestral home. Some scholars disagree with this point and believe that they may have migrated from the continent of Vudra, which is Pathfinder's India. Nagajor is just as fitting as Vudra is, however, for the Naga and the Nagaji, therefore, to come from, it being a damp and tropical realm, burning suns beating upon jungle canopies and swampy grasslands, like Southeast Asia. The origins of the Nagaji are often attributed to the Nagas who inhabit Nagajor, and it's widely believed that the Naga created the Nagaji to be a servitor race We will be reading from the Dragon Empire's primer to see exactly what these guys can do. A Nagaji receives a +2 to its strength and a +2 to its charisma. Hey guys, I found the Blood Rager, but receives a -2 to its intelligence. They're known to be strong and known to have forceful personalities, but they tend to ignore logic and mock scholastic pursuits. They're medium creatures with a normal speed, but they do have the reptilian subtype. They possess low light vision and a +1 natural armor bonus, as well as a +2 racial saving throw bonus against mind-affecting effects and poisons. Nagaji receive a +2 racial bonus on handle animal checks against reptiles and a +2 racial bonus on perception checks. They begin play speaking Nagaji and Tien, or if you're reading from the Advanced Race Guide, Common and Draconic. I'm usually not a huge stickler for racial languages and what you can and can't learn at first level, but I really like that Nagaji have their own racial language. It brings more flavor to a race that doesn't have a whole lot of support, doesn't have a whole lot of flavor text, because we don't see a whole lot of the Dragon Empires. Hint, hint, Paizo. The person who requested this video is thinking about playing a Nagaji sorcerer, turning into a giant serpent, biting and poisoning people. That sounds great, and I definitely would play up that strength and charisma in whatever you build with these guys. Partially because, I mean, that's the bonus to your stats, but also partially because you are extremely foreign to the Inner Sea region if you play a Nagaji, or really probably anywhere that you're adventuring, as long as there's not Nagas all over the place. You're gonna be standing out in a crowd, ergo, you should probably make this guy the face just for no other reason than you can experience humanoids that aren't reptilian with ophidian eyes, forked tongues, bright scales, reacting to what is essentially reptile from Mortal Kombat. That said, this would make a wonderful scaled fist monk, now that I'm thinking about it. Yeah, okay, I can dig it. Their racial stuff leaves a little to be desired. Maybe a bite attack with poison, maybe just flat serpent empathy instead of a +2 racial bonus on handle animal checks with serpents. But nevertheless, again, you are totally foreign, and totally foreign can be totally fun to play. If nothing else, you definitely mix it up from the average, human fighter. But that is just one man's opinion. What do you guys think about the Nagaji? Have you ever played one? Would you play one? Or have you, outside of the Jade Regent adventure path, adventured in Tian Sha? Be sure to like and subscribe for more videos. The next episode of the Forgotten Races review drops next Monday.